Hey, it's Chirag Joshi. You may know me from posting videos on this page called Energy Quotient. Now, Energy Quotient is something I've been working towards for the past 3 years. It all started in November of 2016 when the first version of the business took shape and I started to work towards it. Yeah, it started with a business. Only after about a year did I start the social platforms, and that's the best decision I ever made. It allowed me to get closer to the people who are interested in electric vehicles and to the ones who are building them. It opened up a sea of experiences and opportunities that allowed me to foresee the future of this industry and the potential it carries to change the world. It allowed me to build a community, a genuine and thriving community. Now, this is not what the video is all about. This video is about what happened a month ago. So just about a month ago, I was still in the headspace that my hopes of doing anything in this industry hinged on the success of one idea, one large idea that required a huge amount of capital and a significant a good number of people to even start off, and all of that to be done in a span of 1 or 2 years. Now that really put a lot of pressure on me. And then just about a month ago I realized that I cannot pull this off on my own, but I also can't place my hopes of doing something in this industry on this just one idea. So here's what I did. What I did was I shifted from the mentality of committing to doing something in this industry and committing my life to do something in this industry after the success or start of one particular company, to committing to the industry first and then thinking of the business ideas and all that. And that's good, because now every step, every move that I take is going to be in the direction of building a product or a service or a brand or a company that allows people to upgrade to sustainable ways of transportation. And that's the life mantra that exists. So here's what's going to happen. All the social channels right now are going to change from Energy Quotient, which is a company's name that was trying to build a community, to Driven Differently, which is a purebred community. Actually, it's a combination of my personal journey, my personal life in the industry, and you guys, the community that I'm trying to build. It's the name of the community, Driven Differently. So it's going to change to that. All of the handles starting as soon as this video drops, and whenever you're watching it, it's already changed. So the reason it's Driven Differently, the reason I chose the name Driven Differently is simple. It's been my sort of life philosophy since the time I've been on this journey, and more so because the era that we live in right now, we cannot afford to, our generation cannot afford to live like the previous generations and take the resources around us for granted. Like, it just cannot happen. So there's a need for our generation and anyone who believes in the idea of sustainability to be driven differently. And that's the entire idea behind this, this whole idea behind me doing, documenting the journey as I go, building a community. That's the reason behind this, that there is a requirement of people who are driven differently in order to do things differently and really get a chance at building a world that we would all love to live in, right? So I hope that you accept this change and pour in your love and support, because I need it now more than ever. Thank you so much for being part of the journey so far. I hope to have you forever, because you and me It's time you and me, together be driven differently.